Welcome to the November edition of Kentucky Farm Bureau Reports. Can you believe it's November? What happened to summer and fall? Well, today we're visiting one of the finalists in the Farmer of the Year contest. We're going to show you all three farms in just a moment. But first, let's join our Kentucky Farm Bureau Board of Directors as they met with candidates that were running for Agriculture Commissioner. Republican James Comer and Democrat Bob Farmer fielded questions from Farm Bureau leaders on key issues during the Measure the Candidates Forum.
8 budget cuts in the last 3 years.
KFB President Mark Haney served as moderator.
This is a good position in life to run for office. I've never run for office ever in my life for anything. And it's really a good position to run for office because you can honestly, there's only one reason, and that's because you want to help people. You want to do well.
The office we're seeking is Commissioner of Agriculture. You have to have, or you should have, I think everyone in this room would agree, a strong agriculture background and understanding of the agriculture industry, preferably a working relationship with the Farm Bureau, because after all, the Farm Bureau is the voice of agriculture in Kentucky.
The Measure the Candidate Forum continues a strong tradition that started in the 1940s, giving our organization's members the opportunity to get a clear understanding of the candidate's priorities as it applies to our policies.
I have a vision of agriculture in Kentucky. I believe that we can work together and accomplish 2 big goals. I believe we can work to expand markets for Kentucky farm products. I believe we can also enhance rural economic development if we refocus our rural economic development efforts around agriculture.
As an independent businessman for the last 30 years owning my own company, you know, it's tough. It's tough, and you've got to run lean and effective, and you got to be profitable or you're out of business, the same way our farmers have to work. And so I'm putting people first.
And I believe that the choice is clear in this race. Ladies and gentlemen, this race is a defining moment for the agriculture industry.
Good job.
Boone County was truly in a frenzy as 1,500 first and second graders got a first-hand look at farm animals and valuable information about where their food comes from.
At each station, they're given a beef cow or a dairy cow or whatever station they're at, some history or some information about that animal or product. So when the kids leave here, they know that their food doesn't come out of Kroger's, it actually starts on a farm.
Well, I know some of the kids from out in Florence, like Erpenbeck and Collins and stuff, they've probably never even seen a horse in their life, and that's a cool experience to have, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
You've got some good milkers.
Now let's take a tour of our 3 Farmer of the Year finalists.
Grew up on a farm, always farmed, always owned some land. But I got back out of the Army. I didn't think that we had enough land to provide a living. So, and I knew carpet business, so we opened a retail carpet store for approximately 10 years. And I said, well, this will be a way we could save a little money and then we could buy our farm. And it wasn't long until I found out that after 5 o'clock, when I got home to farm, that's when I was seemed to be the most happiest in the weekends. And I said, well, somebody's telling me something here. And so we purchased this farm in '81 and been here ever since. We farm 400 acres and we lease an additional 70 acres. Primarily our moneymaker is the dairy. That's the main interest, although we grow a lot of crops. Our corn is for feeding the cows, and we have hay also, and we purchased some hay from out west, a higher quality hay than what we can grow.
Milking is a 365 day job, but we think family's important too. And because when our youngest was growing up, she was playing softball all the time, so we got to go to her games because of our son helping and other people. And that's what we've provided for him. His two daughters play basketball and softball. You could live here constantly in that barn, but you need to have family time. And we make sure we have that.
I've been farming since I graduated high school 32 years ago. We're row crop, corn, soybeans, wheat. Have about 2,500 acres of corn and that many soybeans, about 1,000 acres of wheat. We've got a lot of rolling ground in northern Caldwell County, and we got a cow and calf operation. What I like about farming, I guess, is, we're outside, I'm my own boss. I get to work with my family. It's something that's, I guess, is bred into you. My father, we started farming when I graduated high school together, and now I've got a son that's come on. This is his second year to be farming full-time with us.
I'm most proud of the fact that he has built it from farming just mainly ground that was owned by the family to farming the acreage that we do now, that he's caretaker of farms that have been in other families for many, many years. And he truly does care about the land.
Everything now is minimum till or no till. Everything is GPS and auto steer on the tractors and ounces of chemicals instead of gallons of chemicals. And you just don't have that kind of environmental problems anymore, because farmers are stewards of the land, and they try to look out for it and take care of it for the generations down the road, such as my son coming on.
We raise Angus beef cattle. That's our major enterprise. For the first time this year, we grew about 50 acres of corn just to sell. We own about 630 acres. We rent about 600 acres. We put up quite a bit of hay, and the pasture and hay is mainly, we have no other cash crop other than the corn. This particular year, we had too much water almost, especially for the corn. We planted it when it was too wet. Drought, I guess, is the biggest difficulty. It's a mental thing to survive a drought. It's just very depressing.
I'm sure there are several misconceptions about living on the farm. I'm sure they think that because we have big machinery and land and things, that farmers are real rich people, but they're just average Tom, Dick, and Harry. They're not really rich people because the machinery costs so much. And for us to maintain a cow, it costs a lot of money. Again, you buy grain to feed her and stuff, and we're feeding the population of the world too. Farmers do that very, very well. So food is a big issue right now with the grain prices so high and a shortage of grain and things. So the farmer is really, really important to society, and if the farmer doesn't succeed, America is not going to succeed.
There's no telling. I wish I owned a rock quarry, because I've put rock in.
Federation employees got a chance to learn more about day-to-day farming and working together as a team at this year's Employee Institute. They first paid a visit to District 3 State Young Farmer Advisory Committee member Fred Snipes at his Ekron, Kentucky farm.
Dogwood trees, there's a little trail that heads off that way.
From there, they toured the FFA Leadership Camp in Hardinsburg. Later, Dr. Todd Arwood shared with the staff how to get along and get ahead. Now here's a message from American Farm Bureau Federation President Bob Stallman.
Greetings from AFBF headquarters and our nation's capital. I extend my congratulations to the Kentucky Farm Bureau for the great new milestone you achieved this year. 50 consecutive years of membership growth. You have already surpassed last year's record-breaking membership of 500,316 member families. Congratulations and job well done. Thanks to the leadership of your president, Mark Haney, your board, and your hardworking staff, Kentucky Farm Bureau is a true trailblazer. Of the 51 farm bureaus in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, Kentucky is only the second state farm bureau to achieve 50 consecutive years of membership growth. You joined Louisiana Farm Bureau, which earned that distinction in 2009. Kentucky Farm Bureau is only the third state farm bureau to eclipse the 500,000 member family level. You joined Tennessee Farm Bureau and North Carolina Farm Bureau in this great distinction. You're setting a great example for the other states to follow. Keep up the good work.
Now let's meet Stacy Lowe, the Director of Young Farmers.
Hi, I'm very excited to start this new position as Director of Young Farmers. I was born and raised in Fleming County on a beef, tobacco, and grain farm. I attended Morehead State University, where I majored in agriculture education. I cannot wait to be a new part of the Kentucky Farm Bureau family and work with all the young farmers across the state.
Kentucky Farm Bureau's annual meeting is November the 30th through December the 3rd. Make sure you get out and vote on November the 8th. Let's let your voice be heard. And American Farm Bureau Federation's annual meeting will be in Hawaii on January the 8th through the 11th. Well, that's it for this month's edition of Kentucky Farm Bureau Reports. I'd like to thank all three finalists in the Farm of the Year contest for letting us visit their farms. Be sure to be with us next month. We'll see you then.